After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. What a thrill! Tonight, we celebrate 60 years of Super Bowls. We do it in style. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you here from Santa Clara. And Greg, the Eagles are right back here looking to do what the Chiefs did right before them. Win back-to-back Super Bowls and lift that Lombardi trophy for the second consecutive year.
And you have to think, Mike, are we on the precipice of the next dynasty? What we've talked about in years past with the New England Patriots, and then more recently, the Kansas City Chiefs. After last year's dominating Super Bowl performance, this roster, what Philadelphia has been able to put together these last couple years, I think a Super Bowl win here today, and now they become maybe that new top-of-the-heap team that we talk about here in the NFL.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of
11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
We'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Jordan Battle up for a safety spot, makes the play.
Brings up second down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Hurts. The second down throw is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He'll try to run for it.
this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
That one pulled in by Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
9-yard pickup.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd and inches. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, Philadelphia.
At the 18-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Burrow now. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 9. Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Man in motion is Smith. Hurts to the air on 1st down. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now, there's 2 ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Gesicki, the man in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 13.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. And here comes 4th down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. The show can't sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Jordan Battle up from the safety spot makes the play.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He keeps it himself.
A gain of 12 yards.
So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle.
Tackled by Cam Taylor-Britt. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
That's good for Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third down, it's Hurts. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic first down, but he doesn't. Not only does he get through, almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
Gesicki, the man in motion. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep, and it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on first and second. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 1.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That one complete to the tight end, Hudson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on third and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
First down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first and 10, Burrow. That is Cooper DeJean. At the big game in the Super Bowl. Here he's on the rush and records the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Will find Brown out of the backfield. He needed 13 and got 14 for the 1st down.
14 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. This one caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. To throw is Burrow. He'll find and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They bring their tight end right. Burrow. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
The initial reaction is
Zach Taylor not liking that last call all that much, and out comes the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a 1st down. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
Up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now here's 2nd and goal. on the ground. It's Brown. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals will level things out at 7 apiece.
Evan McPherson.
We're all top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Dallas Goedert. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On play action, Hurts. Forced out wide. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
44-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goedert.
Complete to Dallas Goedert. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. B.J. Hill in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, The good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. All tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Right side, and Higgins has the catch. They get 16 on that connection. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. A carry here for Brown. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of down.
And the Bengals
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
On first down, Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
a 6-yard.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Now second down throw for Burrow. Now he takes off. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the first down.
10 yards on the play. That's another Bengals first down. First and
I love
10
this
at the
call, Mike.
26-yard
Second
line.
down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner.
And he's in! Jamar Chase! Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
And we got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Eagles 7.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
From the 35, here's second down and a yard. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's a gain of 2.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. He's taken down. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle. First down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's right side. He's got count to terror. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 22-yard
Linebacker
line.
certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To the air again. Hurts. Catch made there. That's Smith. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
4 makes it 3rd and 7.
Again, Hurts. Now the screen set up for Barkley. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's a gain of 6.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far, they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Shipley is into the end zone. Touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Jones now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To the line of scrimmage, that's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Play action now. It's Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They bring Chase in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to have the Bengals, and he's going to have the Chargers.
In these plays, the decision of what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
A first down throw for Burrow. That one finds Chase. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. Tie game, fourth quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on first and goal.
Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal. Here's Burrow. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And that's going to bring it to third and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Throwing here on third and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Eagles 14.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do.
27-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 29, Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He completes this one to Mechie. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Here's Brown, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run. able to take them down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Makes it third and
When you call
4.
these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
A quick slant taken by Chase. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Whoa! And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Cincinnati. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Bengals have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Eagles 14.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. On first down, it's Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts again. And this ball incomplete on third down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. First down and more inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
Well, a big roll of the dice here, Mike, and not only does it pan out for a first down, but they pick up a whole lot more with that big gain.
On first down, it's Hurts. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Eagles 21.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Burrow. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up. After this, 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He was brought down by Zach.
And now we get a timeout by the
Gain of a
defense.
yard.
So the clock stops
Brings up
with a
second
minute
and
50
9
left in the
at
game.
The 44-yard line.
Here's second and 9. Now, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Third and 1.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
Third and short, you think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut, take him down for a loss.
The Bengals out and ready to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no return. How good is that? Backs them up all the way to the 2. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll come up for second and 9. Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. And after 3 prior defeats, the Bengals have finally done it. For the first time in franchise history, they are Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.